Alright, there we go. Welcome back to Nerds at Night Play Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke. Alright, Cypher, you can go ahead and continue your story that we were doing. Well, not
I'm
recording.
Super Saiyan Cypher.
I'm Zaffy.
I'm the doggo that eats everything.
Yeah, we were talking about times dogs get our dogs and their eating habits, and I was just about to tell him. So my friend was over and we were eating pizza at the table, and then he gets up because he wants to go to the bathroom. Sandy, who is my shortest dog, he's a puggle.
South.
So that's part pug, part beagle, if you're not familiar with the old YouTube video.
Well, southeast.
Okay.
I think because you're gonna be like in a long hallway, kind of like donut shaped, with like a long wall in the middle. But basically, you just need to kind of like head southeast.
That's west.
And then after like there's gonna be a little bit of a lip, then you start heading up again, and there's gonna be another ladder to go down.
So the short, stout dog, because my family feeds them food they should not be eating, leaps up onto the chair, grabs the slice of pizza, and runs away with it.
Oh my god.
And proceeds to eat it. But here's the thing. With the other dogs, you can maybe try and salvage it, though you might not want to eat what they have put their mouths on. With Sandy, no, once he has something, you're not getting it back. He will bite you if you try to take your food back.
Yeah, because now it's theirs.
Yep.
And the only one who has a chance of getting something back from him is my mom. And it's too much effort for her half the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
That reminds me of when I took my cat to the veterinarian. They had to like give him a shot,
Right.
you know, and all these things. And my cat has never had a shot. Okay, so he's never had his rabies shot or anything like that, but he's been indoors at all times, so he's, you know, obviously. I know. But we're trying to get everyone their shots, but the problem is we live in a place that doesn't really have people to do that, so we have to like make an appointment.
Not even
really
at the vet?
No, we don't have a vet up here. We had to drive almost an hour away to get our cat to a veterinarian clinic.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
So we have to make an appointment, and then my girlfriend has to have time off of work, and then like there's a lot of stuff. And we couldn't get him a shot while we were down there because he was under so much stress, and if he was sick, the shot would have interfered, like, with a whole bunch of stuff. So anyway, he's never had something poked in, he's never been poked and prodded like that. So it was so weird to have our cat come back and be, like, semi-feral. Because he was scared and in pain and hated everyone. Like, this is the cat that, like, lays next to you and suckles a fucking blankie. And he was angry. And it was like...
Wow.
Huge turn of personality. And it's like, well, it's understandable, you know. The veterinarians have to do their job. And animals don't like to be manhandled.
Right.
As a matter of fact, one of the veterinarians walked up to us and they're like, well, we need to give... Wrong button. We need to give him, like, shots. You have to let us handle your animal the way we need to handle them. And I was like, yeah? And then she walked out and I'm like, do they really have to tell people that? Like, do they really have to, like, explain that they need to handle an animal in order to take care of it in the manner that they see fit? Like, they're a veterinarian. That's their fucking job.
Well, hey, as I was talking to you, like, as part of what I was, like, you know, getting upset about earlier, yeah, no, a lot of people are under the impression that they know better than the professional, and will fucking throw a shit fit if you do anything that they don't particularly remotely agree with, or they think, because they think better.
Yeah.
Alright, so from here, real quick, where we're going to want to go is you're going to want to head straight west until you hit a wall, then head down a little, and then west as soon as the lip opens.
Okay.
Until you hit a wall.
Wall, another wall.
And then once you hit the wall, you're going to head up and around to the west to the lip again. And once you're past the lip, just head straight up.
Okay.
And that's going to be the last ladder you have to go down. Or go up. And then we're pretty much home free.
Jigglypuff. Little Jigglypuff.
I love Jigglypuff and Wigglypuff so much. So fucking
Confuse it.
adorable.
We need the Jiggly and the Wiggly.
Wiggly and the Jiggly. So much health. easy in. We can train other ones. I legitimately thought her name was Sofa for a second.
Sofa?
Because it said Sophia, but I didn't see the I.
Right.
I was like, trainer Sofa sent in me. Wait, what?
We're fighting furniture?
We're fighting furniture.
Oh god, it's Pajama Sam too.
Yeah, I love my animals. We went out kayaking one time, and this older couple had a huge dog, like, huge retriever. Like, I've seen retrievers, and they're normally not that big. And I don't mean big as in fat. I mean just, it was tall and
It was
large.
just a large animal.
Yeah. Cuddliest thing.
Basically a miniature horse.
Yep.
Basically.
Well, yeah, retrievers are typically very nice.
Retrievers are the
even-tempered.
softest mouth dogs. They have the lightest bite.
Huh. Neat.
Yeah, that's why they're really good with kids.
Yep, they're good at kids and they're good at
I was gonna say, ironically enough, I was gonna say pit bulls are, like, used to be known as the nanny.
Yeah.
And, like, the nanny dog for fucking ever.
Pit bulls are really
Because-
nice.
Yeah, because they are naturally very
Protective.
very protective and very caring dogs. So they used to be the kind of dog you wanted to get if you had small children, because they would take care of those children like they were its own.
But unfortunately, yeah, pit bulls have gotten a really bad stigma.
Yep. And exactly, because some people decide to take that, protective
And warp
instinct and warp it into a fighting instinct then there's, all the dogfighting shit.
Yep.
So now pitties have a lot. It's a pity, but pitties have a really bad rap now, and that's sucks.
In fact, I know there are some places, like if there's a apartment that allows dogs or a homeowners association, they may actually forbid you from having pit bulls.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really it's really kind of fucked
Up here in Canada, it's actually part of the law now. If you want to own a pit bull, you need to, or in certain parts of Canada, you actually have to have a license to own one. To even just own one, period.
I think
regardless of whether or not you own your home or whatever, you have to have a license.
I think that kind of makes sense, only to a degree.
Have it because it's considered almost a weapon.
Yeah, I think, like, it's good to limit people's use to get a dog that can be easily turned sour. Not that they're by nature turned sour, but if you get a pit bull young enough and you train it to be that manner, it will be that manner. I mean, I've met a bunch of pit bulls that were, like, the most happiest, widest grinned, wide-faced thing on the face of the planet.
The biggest, doofiest motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly. And I've met other dogs, like, I've met Labradors that were aggressive.
Yep.
Which is not like their nature, but it doesn't matter because that's how they were raised.
Exactly.
I wouldn't say that I think you should need a license to take care of dogs, but I think it should be like in the Pokemon manga where you need to take a class or two on how to take care of dogs, just because there are so many people who clearly have no idea what they're doing.
I agree. Like, you should take a test, and it should be, like, on a state or federal record that, yes, you have passed, now you can own your... Like, when you go to a store and you say, I want that dog, they're like, alright, well, I'm gonna do a lookup on your name, okay.
Honestly, it should be like that for any animal, then. You should take a class to be able to buy any animal.
I think there needs to be broader classes for, like, species.
Right, oh no, that's fine, yeah, that would be fine, it's just... Okay, so this is our last room, real quick. Head down until you hit a wall. Then left, then up and around the lip, and then down around the lip.
So down, then left, then up and around, then
up and left. Yeah, up and around to the left, and then down, and then the exit's right there.
Gotcha.
Now, the one thing as well to consider is there is somebody here who can teach Pokemon Rock Slide in this room.
Huh.
And there's also a leaf stone on the floor somewhere.
I would rather have Panga know Rock Slide than Rock Tomb.
Although the Rock Slide is actually on the floor prior to this, so we'd actually have to go exploring in the dark to find it. But it is something to keep in mind for later.
Yeah.
So like once we actually do bother to go get Flash, kind of thing, like basically before like the Elite Four and shit, we can kind of like come back here, go teach Rock Slide to somebody,
That works for me.
do that. But yeah, no, it's gonna be here where we come and do it. No, but yeah, anyways, like, no, by general species, yeah, no, that's fine. Like, I'd be perfectly fine with that. So it's like, okay, you want to own a dog. You don't need to take a class for
That
every single
specific dog.
species of dog.
Yeah.
It would be just general dog care.
Don't feed it grapes. Don't give it dairy. Don't give it, like, chocolate.
Right.
You know.
So it's like those kinds
If
of
you
things.
give a
wanna
dog
own
a cookie,
like,
you are
it's
not
like-
fit to own it.
Unless
like-
you're giving it a dog cookie.
Yes.
There's
This is
also
human
dog ice cream,
chocolate
too.
chip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking human chocolate chip.
Yeah, I agree, Zappy.
Right.
There needs to be a limit to people having access to animals as much as there's a limit to people being able to adopt. And I still think that there are people who are unfit to be parents, even though they are not technically adopting anything. You should not just be able to have a kid willy-nilly.
shit. No shit with some of the crap I've read at school for research assignments. No shit. There are people who should not be allowed to be responsible for any lives,
For
let
any
alone
life.
their own.
Yeah.
Probably not even their own.
Definitely not their own in some cases.
There it is. Oh,
Hey,
Jesus.
we made it out. So there's gonna be a few trainers out here we can fight, but then we get to Lavender Town.
Do there grass out here?
No, just trainers. But on top of that, this is even if there were, this is also still Route 10. So this is still the same route as where we got Bootleg.
Yo.
All right, Lavender Town, new
Wait.
town, get. And how much have we been recording for? Has this been one episode?
That lovely music.
Oh, I can't even hear it, so.
Celadon, not Celadon. What the fuck am I saying?
Lavender.
Lavender Town.
Yeah, that meme music.
You know, in some circles, I hear if you listen to this song backwards, you can die.
Yeah. Creepypasta, ho. But yeah.
Oh, there was actually a legitimate survey done for kids listening to this song that caused headaches. And apparently it was real because apparently there was there were consistent high notes, and it was only caused by headphones because they were closer to the eardrum. But apparently there was like really high notes in the song that caused some people who listened to it to get audio headaches from it. Not creepypasta.
It kind of reminds me of when I've been playing through Pokemon Clover, or was playing through Pokemon Clover before the desktop decided to shit itself. The Lavender Town equivalent, its background music is just spooky, scary skeletons.
That's amazing.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Spooky, scary.
And basically,
skeletons.
and there's actually like a lore reason for that music being played. Basically, there's a tower over in the east where like the music is originating from, and it's on loop 24/7. So the people of the town are plagued by this music, and they're like, "Why don't I don't know what this is? Make it stop!"
Hey, Name Raider.
And hey, Name Raider, we don't actually need to rename anybody, so we're fine. But yeah, so it's like you basically have to go out over to the tower and exorcise the spirits who are haunting a jukebox.
The single most disturbing line I've ever seen in a Pokemon
Yeah,
game.
it was killed trying. Yeah, the
What?
word "killed" actually being used in a Pokemon,
Yes.
and it's never gonna happen again.
Yeah, Pokemon don't die, they faint.
Except for when they die.
Except for when they sent to the Shadow Realm.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
We we love the concept of the Shadow Realm so much. It was created by this Professor 4Kids person.
We can,
Yeah, we can get a new encounter here. And
guys
what
wanna
route
do
is
it?
this again? Let's see,
Route
what
8.
route is this again? Route 8?
Okay,
Uh,
one, we need cut to get to the grass.
Right.
yeah, we have it.
And two, there's a good chance we could wind up with a Vulpix here.
Wait, isn't this the grass that's the only thing we can get as a Vulpix? Because we've caught everything
Wait, no,
else
this
in
isn't Route 8,
species.
this is Route 7.
Really? Is it? Hang on.
Persian? No, wait, no, never mind, Route 8.
Yeah.
Oh well, anyways, the Pokemon we can catch on this route are Pidgey, Meowth, Sandshrew, and Vulpix. All of which we have, except for Vulpix. So
Guaranteed
yeah, no, we are guaranteed a
Vulpix.
Vulpix.
Oh my god, I'm so happy right now.
And it's almost certainly going to be a girl, so let's start thinking.
And it's
names
almost
now.
certainly gonna happen next time.
Mhm.
Wah, wah,
Nerds
wah.
at Night, catch a Vulpix.
Woo! See you next time.